You're watching
Real English
with
Real Teachers.
Real Teachers.
All right, so if you could be part of any brand or company, past or present, which would it be and why?
That's a really nice question, actually. I like that.
Okay, good.
Okay, one that comes to my mind, a brand that I like, is Oatley. They, Why is that funny?
Oh my God, I would have never, ever guessed that you would say Oatley.
I love Oatley.
Are you meaning the oat milk, or are you saying Oakley, the sunglasses?
No, Oatley, as in the oat milk brand. Why
Oh my God, I cannot wait to hear this answer. That is fantastic.
I like their branding and I like their values. I think they seem like a company that values, sustainability but also honesty. They have a bit on the back of. I like the way they write about things. It's very informal, and they say things like the boring but important bits, and they write in a kind of humorous way about important things or things that they consider important in the world of sustainability and making oat milk.
Nice.
Oat
okay.
Milk. So
Well
I like it.
I mean, you didn't have to recover it. I just found it incredibly random. Of all the companies you choose, an oat milk company. But yeah, sustainability. You like the casualness of the branding and the visual of it. Okay.
Yeah, I like the lettering they use. It kind of looks a bit like it was written on a typewriter. I like the font. I can imagine they're a fun group of guys and girls to work with.
Cool. Okay. Yeah.
That's important.
I'm not saying that the ideas that I had in my mind are any better. They're probably more immature. But I thought of big companies that have like a lifestyle to go with it. Like, I don't know if an oat milk company necessarily has a lifestyle attached to it. Do they?
I imagine so. I bet a lot of people that work for Oatley are vegans or, people who have a kind of quite a healthy lifestyle and diet, I imagine.
Okay.
People that drink
do you reckon
oat milk tend to have plant-based diets, don't they?
So do you reckon you'd have to drink oat milk to be able to work there?
I don't think so. I don't think you'd have to, but I think if you believe in the products that you're selling, that you're producing, then it's definitely it'd be good for your career, right? And you're believing in the product that you're promoting or whatever your job is. I think that would help. I think that's generally advisable, right?
Yeah, and I agree. Like, lots of companies do this. Like, for example, when Stacey worked at Puma, she wasn't allowed to wear Adidas trainers. When she worked at Abercrombie and Fitch, that's a bit a bit Nazism, isn't it?
Yeah,
it is. Yeah, and that's why I'm surprised that you want to work for a company that requires you to drink oat milk. What if you wanted a cow milk?
I don't think they do. I think it's.
I thought in your imagination they do.
No, you've put those words in my mouth. I think
Are those words vegan.
What I said was it's probably beneficial for you to prosper in a job working for a company like Oatley if you like the products. I think that's important to work for a company you're like, I like oat milk and I specifically like Oatley oat milk. So I think that would make sense. And if you like the way they promote their products, the way they write about it and stuff, and you believe in it, you think, oh, I can imagine myself writing something like this about Oatley, but in a different way. Yeah. Then you'd be like, okay, yeah, I could see myself working there. But yeah, I've always liked Oatley. I like the casualness to it all. Yeah, and I find that it's quite funny sometimes, the stuff they write. Like, I like the way that every carton's a little bit different. Whenever you get there's a little something you can like cut out. I don't do it, but they put different things on the back of the cartons to engage you, and I think that's quite nice. And I think it tastes ruddy good, especially in a cup of tea. I love it. And whenever I tell people about Oatley and then they have it, like Matt, for example, he'd never had oat milk. Well, I don't know why you find this so amusing. It's weird.
Just because it's coming from, conversations around you and trying to understand who you are to now be a full-on sponsorship of Oatley this episode.
Well, no, but you asked me what brand would you want to work for, and I felt like whatever I would have chosen, it would have been highly amusing. So I don't know. Yeah, okay. Oatley.
An example I was thinking of is Red Bull, and I don't even like the product, so I wouldn't go on about how delicious the drink is and how energized I feel. But no, I'm just finding it amusing that you chose Oatley still.
But I'm interested.
Red Bull.
Red Bull. So you would go with Red Bull, would you? Even though you don't like the product or believe in it?
That was one of the first that I thought of because of, again, the lifestyle that I think people, when I was a graduate, that was quite attractive because it was a fun, energetic, new company that were throwing a lot of money at marketing, and people had very sort of out of the box thinking towards the experiential part of that marketing. Like they were doing all sorts of things to try and raise brand awareness, and the offices were really cool. So the people that would work there are probably quite creative. So that would have been one. Now I wouldn't want to work there, obviously, but
why?
Well, not obviously, but
why not now?
Because I'm not thirsty to be around.
You're not thirsty.
Eager people.
Right. Well, you should come and work for Oatley then. We're way more chilled out.
Yeah. Maybe.
Sit down, make yourself a brew with some Oatley, or definitely not Alpro. You don't have to drink oat milk, but it helps. Yeah.
See, that's the problem. That's where I don't think my career will flourish with Oatley because I'm still a cow milk drinker.
Yeah. See, it helps to like the products for the company you choose to work for, I guess.
Yeah, it does.
If you're cow milk all day, every day, then you're a bit, and you walk into Oatley, you probably feel you might feel guilty. Everyone's sitting around with their oat milks. You might feel like you're not one of the gang.
No. Yeah, I would feel quite awkward, to be honest.
Yeah. With your flask of cow's milk.
I mean, I'm not drinking cow's milk on its own. It goes in a coffee.
Yeah, but you'd have to bring it. You'd have to conceal it. If you were bringing it into the office, you'd probably have to conceal it if you wanted to make it. I don't know.
Yeah. I'd probably put it in an Oatley carton.
Oh, wow. You'd go to those lengths.
Yeah, if I'm working for Oatley, I'm disguising my hatred for the company's product.
Right. Oh, you hate Oatley.
I hate the oat milk taste in general.
Do you? Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's too sweet, I think.
I love it.
Yeah. But there we go, guys. So we'll leave it here for now. Thank you very much for listening to the end of this episode. Thank you, Harry, for breaking the ice with me, at least.
You're welcome.
Okay. All right. We'll see you guys soon. All the best. Bye-bye.